Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 9. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because here at Nerdresoft, things have changed just a tiny little bit. You might notice at the top of the building we built in the previous episode, there is a new floor. Yes, I decided to build this between episodes as opposed to beginning this episode with a bit of construction the way we have done previously. So what we have here is actually space for the customer support team, because I figure that instead of giving them their own building initially, I'm going to expand customer support into this space here just ever so slightly, because currently there are how many people in customer support if we just have a quick look. Customer support currently has 15 people. Each of these rooms can hold 8 people, so 8, 16, 24, 32, if I'm not mistaken. So we can get up to 32 people in customer support as opposed to the 15 that we currently have. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to go and we're going to change these rooms to all be for customer support, which is going to be nice and easy. We don't want to change the room usage. We want to change it up for that kind of thing there. Then we want to head back over this way and make sure that customer support is no longer in that room. And that's going to be nice and easy as well, because we just go to here and we say no more customer support there. So that should mean that customer support doesn't technically have a room anymore. They are going to be using those ones instead. And we can also go to HR options and we can say we're going to want, and there's 32 there, so we're going to just want 32 programmers, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. We've got 33 people in customer support at the moment. We should have a bunch of people moving into this new space as of January 2005, and that's going to be absolutely beautiful right there. Hopefully this is going to do some good stuff. My thinking is that, you know, doubling roughly the number of people that we have in customer support, it seems like a good idea. It seems like a good thing to do, because we do have some issues with support. We don't have enough support for Wave 6, we don't have enough support for Vision 3, or Nerdbox, or Bug Blocker, or Playing Tricks World. Basically, customer support is, for lack of a better word, a little bit crap at the moment. So hopefully we can go ahead and fix that, and we're soon going to find out. So there's the new customer support guys all coming in to work on the new floor here. I actually kind of like the color scheme in here. I really like this one, the sort of pink floor with the light blue walls. It's just nice. They're also working on laptops, because we didn't have anybody using laptops up until this point, so I just thought it would look kind of interesting. Got some nice dark wood floors out here as well, and some paintings in that wall, because we're kind of fancy like that. Now, with that done, I suppose at this point, we are just going to be working towards getting Vision Point 3D and Plain Hero out to the people. That seems like the right thing to do here. So I want to get some reviews of Plain Hero, and I'd like to get some reviews of Vision.3D. just to see where we are with those at the moment. So Vision.3D is a 1.9. That's going to take some time. Plain Hero is a 6.7 already. Now, that's not been in development for that long. So hopefully, Plain Hero is going to be fantastic. Now, Arlene Butler just retired. That was an artist on Dev A. 22.25 years. You were given £99,000 from the company. You know, I would love to work for a company that gives you £99,000 when you retire. Or, you know, you get injured and it gives you like £150,000 or something. That'd be great. Not getting injured, but just being given £150,000. I mean, you know what? I'm going to take that back, because I realize the kind of injury that has your company give you that money, it's the kind of injury that means you're not gonna be able to work again. So you know what? I'm just gonna retract that statement, because that's kind of insensitive, and I do apologize. I would still take the money though, because it would just be nice. I'd buy a lot of things. I was looking at a Tesla recently. I can't drive. I just want to throw that out there. I went onto the Tesla website and discovered I could get a Tesla Model S for like 500 and a sort of mid-range one for like £574 a month. And that's a lot of money. But I can't drive So, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I also shouldn't talk about money. Man, I have done, in 5 minutes, I've just annoyed everybody watching this video. I don't know, I just, like, this series is sort of daily. I like talking about stuff that's going on from time to time. I was looking at a Tesla despite not being able to drive. I feel like that's a slightly interesting thing to talk about because it's weird, I guess. Anyway, we have these two things being made just here. I would like to see about making some other software as well. Another antivirus might not be a bad idea. Something like an audio tool might not be a bad idea. Although with that said, I do want to get back into automation today. That is something I said I was going to do. So we're going to go and get the Wave project. Or you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to call it just audio tool project management. That's what it's going to be called. I'm going to be the leader of this. And Dev A is going to be the only team working on this, other than, you know, marketing and all that, and customer support. But we'll get support working, you know, customer support. Pre-marketing is going to be marketing 1, and post-marketing is marketing 1 as well, not marketing 2. The SCM is, of course, going to be Dev 2. The server is going to be hosting. Development time, about 150%. Hype it, auto-develop, only sequels. Sure. That should be fine, right? Or, hold on, only sequels, whether the leader should only create sequels to past projects rather than creating new IP. Sure. That'll be fine. Physical copies to begin with, 500,000, which I do believe that is, and also handle the marketing. So that's going to be the audio tool project, basically. That's going to be automating audio tools, which is something I want to get back into. So let's go ahead and say that we do want to start developing a new audio tool. It is, of course, going to be Wave 7, I do believe. So Wave 6 is right there. Auto-generate the name. The 2D editor is going to be the most recently released one from us, which is Vision.3, which is totally fine. And there's absolutely nothing different in this compared to the last ones, but it's going to be 150 pounds because Wave is pretty good. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself. This is going to run on, honestly, kind of just everything, if at all possible. Is that a thing we can do? Can we get Wave to just run on everything? 15 million potential customers. You know what? I'll take it. So that's fine. That is totally fine. It's being developed on Dev 2. It's going to run on all of this, and it's going to have audio tool project management. So we should see Wave 7 pop up in the audio tool project management thing as of next month, I think. I think that's how it works. I don't think it goes in immediately. Otherwise, the audio tool project management is being a bit weird. I don't entirely remember how I set up project management previously. I really don't. I've completely just drawn a blank. There we go. They're designing it. So I imagine that's going to go into development fairly quickly since it is an audio tool. I don't imagine that's going to take very long at all. I'm curious to see what the release date's going to be because it's March 2005 at the moment. So hopefully not too long. We can't keep up with support for Vision 3. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, really. Because we did just expand the support team. Maybe we need to further expand the support team. Maybe if I just go ahead and say that, hey, I want to just select this entire floor, and then I want to duplicate it. Because that would be an easy way to expand the support team, and it is something we need to do. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and delete these bookcases in the corners, because I want to just put the pillars back in there. I just want the top floor of the building to be that darker blue color, although I might change the whole building to be more of a green color, just to be a little bit different from the other building that's sort of in this style. So we'll see. We'll totally see what we end up doing. Either way, we've got that done. Let's just change this hallway to be unified like that. I'm just going to select all of the hallways, I guess, and unify all of those. I'm going to actually have to select all of the rooms up here and unify them to get that right color on the outside. Yeah, that's not the prettiest interior. It's not the same as what we have upstairs, but I mean, I guess it sort of does the job. The building's just generally not as nice as this one, but again, sort of does the job, so we'll not worry too much about that. Let's go back into here. Let me select these rooms. And let's say this is going to be for customer support, which is just there. It's got 32 programmers. I realize it's going to need to go up to 64 programmers, isn't it? If I select all of those, then I select all of those, and I select all of those, and I select all of those. Yeah, 32, 30, yep, 64. Okay. Back to manage teams, HR options, 64 programmers on customer support. I don't know if it's programmers that we need or if it's marketing that we need. I honestly have no idea how it works. I also want to do education on like -10 so we can maybe get people on some training courses or something. I don't really know how the education thing works either. It's never really been all that obvious. So I might be going about it the wrong way, but we'll not worry too much. Hopefully, having this much, much bigger customer support team is going to do some good stuff. So Wave 6, I mean, they're trying. They're definitely trying. I think multiple customer support teams might really be the option, but, well, no, they are getting through some of those. They're definitely getting through them quicker than they were, so, sure, I'll let them away with it. That's probably okay. This audio tool's still in the design phase. Can I have info on it? It's not really going to tell me anything, though, is it? Not really. It's not really going to tell me anything at all, which is a bit of a pain. We'll not worry about it. Let's not sit and just stare at the audio tool project management for this whole time, because if we do, I'm going to go completely insane, because it's probably not going to move as quick as I want it to. Let's get another review in of Vision.3D. Same with Plain Hero as well. So Vision 3D is up to a 4.8, which is definitely an improvement. And we have Plain Hero sitting at a 6.7. I'm pretty sure that's where it was a minute ago. Oh, Jesus, someone died. Christ. The family got £116,000. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit grim. Hold on a minute. You are working on art for Vision.3D, but you're not competent. You're a designer. Why are you working on art? That doesn't make sense. I feel like you might have been set to do anything for a brief moment there. I'm not really sure why it's telling me that you are not competent, because you're not actually supposed to be working on that. So that is a little bit strange just there. We'll not worry too much about it. Let me have a look at this. This is all moving along. This is all filled up. And I'm pretty sure there isn't actually a... Oh man, I'm pretty sure there's no networking in this. I really hope this isn't like freezing up because of networking or something, the way previous things have. Because that would be kind of annoying if it is freezing up because of that. What if I say none? What if I say no server so it doesn't get put onto one at all? I don't know if that'll apply, considering we have got this thing in development already, but we'll just sit and again just not stare at it. I'm not gonna stare at it because I'm just gonna go crazy is what I'm gonna do. Support for Plain Tricks World really is getting out of hand. These are all getting out of hand as well. We really just need a giant customer support team. We also don't have the customer support team in today because it's July. Because of course we don't. Of course we don't. I wonder if it would be a better idea to have 2 customer support teams. Would it make more sense to have a customer support team working during the... Like, should we have 24/7 support at this point? Because realistically, what I could do is have 3 of every team. I could have Dev A1, Dev A2, and Dev A3 working 8 hours each. So when one team goes out, another team comes in. That way we would, in theory, have 24/7 development, at least from development team A. Which is kind of tempting. That is kind of tempting. So let's actually give that a shot, because I'm curious to see if we can do it. So rename Dev A. It's going to be Dev 1A. Then we want Dev 1B. And we want Dev 1C. So that's going to be fine. That's going to be totally fine. What we're then going to do is say that this office here for the leaders is going to have Dev B and C in there as well. And then it's going to be a similar story over here where these are all for Devs B and C as well. So that should be totally fine. Although I might have them work 7 hours, so there's like an hour of downtime between everybody leaving and everyone getting here, because otherwise things can get a little bit weird. So what we'll do is Dev 1A is going to come in at midnight and is going to leave at 7 a.m. Then Dev 1B is going to come in at 8 a.m. and work until 4. And then Dev 1C is going to come in at 5 p.m. and work until 11 p.m. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 6 hours. Okay, maybe it's not quite perfect, but it'll do the job. So that does give us 24/7 development in theory. But we are going to need to get team leaders. We are going to need to get them trained. And we're going to need to hope for the best. So let's go ahead and say that we need a leader. We need them to be as good as they can possibly be. We're going to search for everything. Begin looking. And we want a leader for Dev 1B. Now, the highest skill but relatively young age is going to be Carlo Rodriguez. Cocky, optimistic, that's probably okay. And then Dev 1C is going to have Merrill. Cocky, pessimistic, not a great combo. Snob, introvert, not amazing. Short-tempered snob, also not amazing. Snob, flirt. Misanthropist, stubborn. Mean, naive. Short-tempered, extrovert. Sure, that'll do. Okay, so then if we go into the new teams, can I sort these by name, please? That'll do. So Dev 1B, employees, you are going to be the team leader. We're going to educate you in HR management first because we absolutely need to get that done as soon as possible. You are also going to be the team leader and educate you in HR management as well. So this, I sincerely hope, will work because it'll give me that 24/7 development cycle that I definitely want to have here. I definitely think that's going to be a good idea because it means we can just get more done. It means we can just go, hey, let's make a thing. Let's make it quickly. Let's have it being developed at all times of the day. We never stop developing here, even if it's just the one team, which it is going to be for now. This is, I guess, a bit of a prototype. It's a concept. We're going to see if the 24/7 development thing is going to be useful in Alpha 9, because it has been useful in the past. If you've seen some of my previous Software Inc. series, you'll have seen me try this before, so I'm curious to see what will end up happening here. I also realize that Dev A is currently coming in super early to work on stuff because I changed all the times about it, so we'll see what happens here. We'll absolutely see what happens. You know what? I'm going to take over the work on Wave 7 because I'm curious as to why it hasn't moved into development. There's actually not really any reason. Why is Wave 7 not moved into development? Is it being over-designed at this point? It's kind of difficult to know. I guess we'll find out. Hold on, who are you? You're a Dev... Okay, why is a Dev 1A artist still in work at the moment? That seems kind of weird. Did I not change the time? Dev 1A, 12 a.m. until 7 a.m. That is midnight, right? That is 11 p.m. Yeah. That's strange. Is this being overdeveloped, or did they just not bother with it? I'm really curious. Bonnie Franklin, you are a programmer in Dev B. That's fine. I want to see what happens when Dev A comes into, or Dev 1A comes into work this evening. I want to see if they start overdeveloping this. Because this might have just been sat in waiting. But no, nothing's being done to it, so just promote that, I guess. And I'll work on Wave 7 myself. I mean, it's a well-known franchise, so it'll probably be okay. Whilst we're waiting, let's go ahead and minimize the hype for Wave 7. Let's also just go ahead and get some more reviews of Plain Hero and Vision 3D. And also Wave 7 as well. Because we might as well. So, Plain Hero is 6.8. Vision 3D, 7.2 is not bad. And 0.7 on Wave 7. So yeah, we're going to be waiting for a little while on that one. That's totally okay. I can't actually assign anything to this at the moment, can I? No, I can't actually put that back on project management, so that's probably okay. Let's see. I imagine the Dev 1B leader's back. No, not yet. Okay. That's totally fine. They'll be back soon enough, I sincerely hope, because I'd kind of like to get the other development teams on the go here. Because I realize Dev 1A is doing a lot of stuff. Like, they're working on Vision 3D, we've got them working on Wave 7. I would like them to prioritize Vision 3D there. I'd also like to get Dev... Actually, you know what? Take Dev B off of that. We'll put Dev 1B and 1C onto the Vision 3D thing. And then Wave 7 is going to be Dev B on their own. This is going to get really confusing, having like Dev 1B and Dev B at the same time. I really need to change that. Hold on. Let's get the other teams in the go whilst we're here. So, this is Dev 2A. Oh, here we go. No, you're actually needing renamed, don't you? So you are Dev 2A. That's fine. And then Dev 2B is a new team. And Dev 2C. Sure. That seems fine. That's not going to be confusing at all. Not one bit. Oh boy. Have we got any hosting deals on the go here? We have some hosting just there. We have some hosting there and some hosting there as well. We have a bit of hosting there as well. Let's take it. And it doesn't look like we have any other ones, so that's totally fine. Are those guys back yet with their HR options? Yes, they are. Okay, so what does Dev 1A actually have set as the details here? 21, 21, 18. So it's going to be the same for these other ones. 21, 21, and 18 with forced rolls and a budget of 1 million. And we'll go for that, we'll go for that. That'll be fine. So, enable. Just like so. So that's going to start hiring people. That's totally fine. This guy is going to be a similar story. Force rolls 21, 21, and 18, rather. No. Bring that down. Bring that one up. And budget of 1 million. That's 100,000. 1 million, please. And enable. So those two teams should start hiring people. We're up to 22. We're up to 43. And we're at 61. So there we go. We have, in theory, now just got... Oh, my patent on image compression has expired. That's a bit of a problem. I don't imagine there's anything to research at this point. Yeah, everything has been researched. That's kind of annoying. Oh, wait. No, I don't own this. That's already been researched, but no one owns it. I guess they... That's strange that they do expire. I guess, what, you hold it for 15 years or something? I don't know how that works. Oh well, I'm not too worried. Can't keep up with support for Wave 6. Honestly, I don't particularly care. We'll be fine. Some of the lights in here have broken. We should have maintenance fixing that eventually. It's interesting that all of those lights are breaking. That's very interesting, actually. Oh, hello. You've retired. You were a designer. That's totally fine. Wait, what are you doing? You are working on art for Vision.3D, but you're not competent. You're a designer. Too many teams in one of my rooms, really? What do you... What room? These ones? Because the teams shouldn't be overlapping. At all. Like, that shouldn't be a thing they're doing. They shouldn't ever be overlapping. They should be completely okay. So anyway, we'll not worry too much about that. That's totally fine. Let's have another little look at Vision 3D and see how that's going. Because it does actually seem like the system's working to me. It seems like we definitely have 24/7 development, which I'm quite okay with. This is up to a 6.9. That's totally okay. Plain Hero is up to where exactly? Let's have ourselves just a little bit of a look here. So Plain Hero is at a... No, I just looked at Plain Hero, didn't I? Vision 3D plays. It is sitting on a nice... Wait a minute. Are they the same? I swear the score has gone down. I swear one of them was a bit higher. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but I swear that score was a bit higher. Either way, let's go ahead and look at the reviews in Wave 7, see where it's got up to. 1.8. That's fine. It's probably okay. Can I get you to start working on, like, a single IP? Yeah, that's what I definitely want you to stick to one IP. So stick to one IP, and then only make sequels? Yeah. So you only make sequels to one IP, which in this case is Wave. So that seems fine. Okay. Go back to 100% development on that. And maybe I'll cancel the Wave project and see what happens. I'm tempted. I'm gonna cancel Wave and give it back to project management, because I want it to be an automatic thing. I don't want to be maintaining it. That's not what I want to be doing here. So Audio Tool, Wave 7, obviously, choose Vision.3, give it all of that stuff, add it to pretty much every operating system under the feckin' sun. Don't know why I felt the need to almost swear there. That sort of came out of nowhere. I did select everything, right? Yeah, that's fine. So select all of that. Have we, by any chance, got... let me sort my releases for a second. Vision.3, can I port it to anything? With you guys, can I get you to port it to... Yeah, there's not really anything to port it to. So we'll not worry about that. Let's just close that up a little bit. And let's make this £140 and give it to project management and see if they'll do it. So they're immediately designing Wave 7, which is totally okay. I actually would like to see if I can change the teams on that a little bit, because the design team is going to be all of those guys. The development team's all of those guys. Hold on a minute. Who was on that originally? That'll do. So that's all of that. Secondary dev team, all of you guys. And then customer support is doing support. And you're not, and you're not. Then marketing is just marketing 1. And that should be everything, right? SCM is dev 2. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that one works. I really hope... Hold on a minute. Were you a team leader? Teresa Fox. No, you were a designer. That's fine. I'm always really worried when people retire, because I don't think it replaces team leaders. I think you have to manually replace them. So it is always a little bit worrying. I also realize we are not making anywhere near as much money as we used to be. And I feel like that's because we are marketing Vision 3 into the ground and it's just not selling. It's because we're spending so much money on it. Also, we have actually got a release date scheduled for Wave 7. It's being automatically designed and developed there, which is beautiful news. Let's, I guess, look into some other things as well. We could look into automating 3D editors, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. I think what I'd like to do is automate the development of antivirus software so we can get Bug Blocker 3 on the go, and we're going to drop NerdResoft from the name. It is just going to be Bug Blocker 3. It is going to be £90 exactly. It's going to be using Vision 3, of course. And then I am going to need to make a new thing for it, a new project management thing, but that should be totally okay. Select all of those. That's 30 million consumers right there. Not bad. I don't know if it's going to work with the server, though. I'm a little bit nervous on this one, but we'll see what happens. Going to project management. This is Antivirus. Just like so. Leader on this, again, is going to be me. And I'm going to say that we're going to get Dev 2 on this. Even though there's not a full set of Dev 2 teams yet. But we'll get Dev 2 on this just to shift things up a little bit and get them automatically working on this. Alternatively, would it make more sense to maybe have each section of Dev A working on a different... Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Because that would be room for 6 automatic projects. No, let's not do that yet. Let's just have 24/7 development on everything that we're doing. And then we'll go from there. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. A little bit ahead of myself, because we're not making as much money as we used to. And I'm looking at, like... I'm looking at potentially hiring a lot of people here, so we do need to be very careful. The SCM is going to be Dev 2. The server is going to be hosting, 100% development time, single IP, use own licenses, handle marketing, physical copies, 500,000, and that should be fine. Speaking of which, audio tool, let me just make sure that you are indeed set to use our own licenses where possible, please. So audio tool is now set. Antivirus is set. And that seems fine. That seems totally fine to me. So those 2 projects are going to go ahead. I like it. I do. Let's go upstairs to... Where is the Dev 2A leader? There's the Dev 2A leader. Dev 2A leader, you are going to be sharing your office with Dev 2B and 2C. And then the Dev 2A offices over here are going to be a similar story. Dev 2 isn't actually working in anything right now, are they? Interesting. I should probably fix that. Let's get those teams in there like that. Is it possible that we are going to need a different leader on this? I feel like it could be possible. Let's give Angela Swanson that project. Hold on, who is the Dev 2A leader? That's a good question, because it would make more sense to go with that person. So Dev 2A leader is Avery Swanson. Okay. Let's go to options here and say Avery Swanson is going to be handling that, which will hopefully be okay. So those guys should eventually start designing Bug Blocker. Or Bug Blocker 3, rather, if we're being specific here. Hopefully. I do sincerely hope we see them start working on that. Now, you guys are all working on... both Vision 3 and Wave 7. That's fine. Nothing's changed on here yet, which is a little bit annoying. Let's just go ahead and get the leaders that we're going to need for Dev 2B and 2C. So we'll look for all of the usual stuff. We'll go into here. Dev 2B, we're going to go by skill and look for someone that's about 36 years old. Generous extrovert. That's actually perfect. Then Dev 2... C? Where's Dev 2C? Am I just not seeing it here? Dev 2C is right at the bottom. That's fine. Let's see. Anyone else in here gonna be perfect? You are stubborn and goofy. You are... You know what? We'll just go for the stubborn, goofy guy. There we go. So Dev 2C. All right. This really is gonna get confusing. I really didn't pick great names. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's get you off to be educated. Let's get you off to be educated as well as a leader first, and then the education in HR, start education, and we're good. Okay. It's going to take a while to get all that together, but I have faith. I also have faith that we might start losing money if we're not careful here, because Wave 6 is not making as much as it used to. The hosting deals also not making as much as they used to. But we'll be alright. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Bug Blocker 3, I am a little bit concerned that that is never going to go out of the design phase because the network design might hold it up. But I guess we'll find out what happens. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it doesn't. It really is just going to be a waiting game for this one because I hope it works. There's just no guarantees. Okay, so everybody for the new Dev 2 teams has been hired, and I'm noticing that nothing is being done with Bug Blocker 3. No one really seems to be doing much with it. which is kind of annoying because it makes me think that it's never going to go into development because they're just not doing anything with networking. Now, what I did do is I did give everybody training. I did make sure they were all trained. Now, they are designing something at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that, I mean, they're not going to be working on this, are they? Because that's all Dev 1, yeah. Then Vision 3D is also all Dev 1. So Dev 2, these guys are designing something. I don't know what they're designing, but they were definitely designing something there. Then there's more of them going to come in and work on designing something. So maybe they are getting done with this. I don't know if progress is actually being made here, but I mean, maybe it is. Maybe we're going to see something get done. I sincerely hope we do. I really, really hope we can get antivirus software being made automatically. Oh, it did. It actually did take a little leap forward there. So I wonder if that is actually progress being made there. Okay. This might be okay. This might work out. I'm just gonna let that do what it does. As for this, it is in alpha. It's going quite nicely, which is beautiful stuff. Wave 6 isn't really making money anymore. The company in general, not really making money anymore, but that's kind of to be expected. We do currently have 609 employees. So, yeah, that's a few. That is a few. Who's been with the company for the longest? Me. I've been here 26 years. 26 years I've been here. Good lord. That is, we've done a lot in 26 years. We've definitely done a lot. Now, while I was looking around doing different things, I actually discovered something. I discovered that I can actually select parking lots and assign them. Like, I can select all of the adjacent parking lots here, and what I can do is say that this is just for couriers, or whatever I just assigned it to. Cooks. Deliveries. So that is just for deliveries right there. Which means that in the morning, we should see all of the couriers park in that space. Which will be absolutely beautiful. Because they have been complaining about not actually having space to park. So let's have a little look. Once the couriers get here, they will... Yeah, they'll all park in that space. Not all of them, I think. I mean, some of them are parked over here. But that is pretty cool to see. I really, really like that. I'm thinking I might select these spaces here and say that they are going to be for employees or maybe staff or something. Nah, we'll not worry about that. Everybody else can just go wherever. The couriers are reserved to those spaces, though. That's the way that's going to work. Let's have another little look in here and see how that's going. So this is definitely coming along. And it's moving quicker than it was previously. So I assume that it's now working, I guess. I don't know. I honestly, it really does confuse me. I don't know how this actually works, but I'm wondering if when these fill up, we'll see this go into the design phase, or the development phase. Sorry, not design. It's already in design. It's in design hell, we could say, because it's not really been moved along all that much. But I'm hopeful. Definitely hopeful. Also hopeful that Wave 7 is going to do amazing things for the company, because we are now losing money because Wave 6 is just not selling at all anymore. It's run its course, I suppose. It made £173 million for us. That's not bad. That is not bad. But let's end the marketing. So we're going to stop spending money. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work. We're going to use the deals that we have to make our money for a while. So there's nothing in here that I really want to take. That's fine. Let me have another little look in here and see how it's coming along. It currently isn't. Excellent. Now, hopefully one of the teams is going to come in and do something, because there is a team. I don't know which team it is, but there's definitely one of the teams was doing some very good stuff with the development yesterday. Whatever team's in at the moment is doing some amazing stuff right there. Although they've stopped. Oh, no, they haven't stopped. It's going slowly. Come on. Let this work. Just please let this work. Because if it does, I'll be so happy. It means that there is, for some reason, very slow progress with networking, but it still can be done. Again, I'm staring at this and it's the most boring video I've put out in a while. I do apologize. I'm really, really desperately hoping this works. I really am. Let me look at these deals. We have some hosting here. We have some hosting here. We have some hosting here. And we don't have any other hosting, so that's fine. That's totally okay. We're not actually losing that much money. Like, we're kind of... did we lose? I mean, what are we... Yeah, we're losing a tiny bit of money. So I think we're all right. I think we'll manage, to be honest. I don't think there's any major problems here. A room is dirty and needs to be cleaned. A computer is very slow and needs looked at by IT. That's a fair point. We don't actually have all that many IT people. I did increase my staff considerably here, by the way. We'll go to IT for a second. We'll get a bunch of them. And let's have IT come in at 11 p.m. Actually, do 10 p.m. So IT comes in at 10 p.m., leaves at 2 a.m. And hopefully that'll do the job. And I'm pretty sure very soon the second team comes in here. Yeah, this isn't really moving at the moment, but when the second Dev 2 team comes in, Dev 2B, I think this does start making good progress, doesn't it? Or maybe it doesn't. I could swear it was Dev 2B that always made this move along really nicely. But I guess it wasn't, unless it isn't Dev 2B. I honestly have no idea, and it's annoying me. Because this is so close to being full right here, and this is pretty close as well. So I really... Oh, come on, man. Work with me here. Bug Blockers 3 will release in April of 2009. It finally went through. And what that means is that we can automate anything. Because eventually, it will be pushed through the design phase. That's pretty big news. Because it means that when Vision 3D is done, we can go to the game devs, well, when Plane Hero is done as well, and say, hey, just make games. New IPs, sequels, whatever you want to make, just make games. So let's get a review of Plane Hero and a review of Vision 3D. Because I want to see where they are. We haven't looked at them in a while, and we're also losing money, so let's see. 8.3 on Vision 3D is not bad, and Plane Hero, 7.1. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to say that's fine for both of them. Because I want to push for... In fact, no. I'm going to say that's fine with Vision 3D. Plane Hero is going to have more time. Vision 3D is going to go into beta. And it is going to have a marketing cycle put on it. So the release date for Vision 3D is going to be January of 2008. I said 2008. So that's the official release date, January 2008. We are going to get a press release out there. And that's going to be done by the two marketing teams because they're not doing anything at the moment. We're going to get a press build out there. And we're going to hype it with marketing too. So that should be fine. Let's throw that up to there. Let's also close this. So let's release the press release. And we'll also get to see what the press happen to think of Vision 3D. Once we move into May of 2007. Now, someone else is retired there. That's totally okay. As long as it's not a leader, we're okay. So let's have a look. Who else is coming up to retirement here? You are customer support. Marketing 2 has vacation. That's fine. No worries. We can totally make that work. I am curious to see what the press build will do for Vision 3D. Very curious indeed. Yeah, that's not so bad. Not amazing numbers, admittedly, but definitely not as bad as it could have been. So this is good. This is huge. We have done some good stuff here. We've managed to get it to a point where I can automate anything because I don't need to worry about it not being pushed through design because of networking. Eventually, they will do it. Now, what I want to say and what I want to stress is that this isn't a problem with them not being trained to do network design. This isn't, I mean, I've mentioned this in previous episodes as well, I think, but it's not a problem with them not being trained. I don't know what the problem is. I do think it is just a bug. For some reason, they don't really want to do networking. They are trained to do it. Everyone in Dev... That's my releases. That's not what I wanted. Everyone in Dev 2A that is a designer is perfectly capable of doing networking, because I've had them all trained to do networking. That's pretty much full right there. So there's no reason that they can't do that. So I'm not really sure why it took so long. I'm not sure why the game is having the trouble that it's having. It is just a bit of a pain in the butt. But these things happen. This is a alpha of Alpha 9 in a sense. This isn't a version of Alpha 9 that's on the public branch of the game just yet. So I guess these things will happen. So marketing, I can't help but notice I may have been a little bit late on there, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll not worry too much about it because it'll be done tomorrow, and we do have another press build going out, so hopefully we can maintain some stuff here. We really should get 24/7 marketing as well. That's potentially an idea. 24/7 marketing would be very, very interesting for products. It would also be an interesting way to spend a lot of money and maybe not ever make money again, because we spend so much marketing our products because I never give them a budget. I just say, hey, go nuts, use as much money as you want, which isn't really a thing you want to do. You don't ever want to go to any of your teams in your company and go, hey, just use all the money. Because marketing, I mean, I think the highest I've seen was like £250,000 in 1 month for marketing one product, which, that's a lot. That is a lot of money. Let's have a little look in here and see what we have. We have a print job, December 2007, sure. Let's, 4.6 million, I didn't look at that number. Oh well, we'll see what happens with that. We might get it done, we might not. That's part of the fun. Oh boy. That is, that's maybe a little bit ambitious of me right there. Might be a problem. We'll see. I mean, I could very well go and duplicate these rooms, just like so. Duplicate those and throw them there. Although I can't because the doors are on them. That's the problem, isn't it? Oh no, they can go there. Staff cannot reach this radiator. I believe that they can. I strongly believe staff can reach that radiator. They just don't need the doors. Is the one thing worth noting. Dismantle that door. Dismantle that door. Maybe we also select all. Can I like select? No. Can I select all of the windows, please? Like, is that a thing I can do? If I do that, I can select them all on one wall, which I guess is fine. So let me delete all the windows down here because they're completely unnecessary. So in 1 month, we're now capable of printing 1.1 million units of a product. So that seems fine. That seems useful. It's a lot of products, but sure, I'll take it. Let's get another press release out to, well, the press there, and another press build as well, if we possibly can. I do sincerely hope we can manage to pull off this contract. Which, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can. It really shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's get that released just there. The hyping definitely seems to be stopping follower drop-off pretty nicely there. It's not dropping all that quickly, if at all, at the moment, which is beautiful news. Let's get another review of Plain Hero and see how it's going. Very curious indeed to see how Plain Hero is going to turn out. No one seems to be going down to collect the stuff from here, which is interesting. Plain Hero is 7.1 still. That's fine. I feel like I need more couriers. I feel like I could have some couriers come in sort of late at night. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. let's have those couriers come in at 11 p.m. So we'll have some late night couriers come in as well. That way we can pick up a whole bunch of stuff. Because right now we have a lot of units in storage. A lot of units in storage. And we really need to pick up, well, all of them. That would be kind of nice. So, yeah, the number in storage is dropping pretty substantially. I reckon we can do this. I don't think this is going to be too tricky because we, again, a lot of units still in storage there. So, I guess at this point, we're just going to wait for Vision 3D to release. I'm curious to see if it's going to be any good. Very, very curious indeed. Connie Frank is retired. You were a programmer on customer support. That's fine. Okay, so it's December of 2007. Next month, we are going to be releasing Vision 3D, which doesn't have as many followers as I'd like, but does currently have nearly 1 million units in stock because we can print so many of them so quickly, which is beautiful news. But now that it's January of 2008, we apparently did lose some money last month, but I'm not too worried about that. We'll be totally okay. Let's get some hosting jobs on the go here, just like so. We'll just take all of these because they'll absolutely make me some pretty good cash. So take every single hosting job that's going. We got a print job here. 3 million units by May of 2008. So January, February, March, April, May. I reckon I could do that, but I'll not bother because I want to take a hosting job and I want to print my own products at the moment. That one would be totally possible though, so I will take that one. Because that's just easy money, really. That is totally easy money. So, I guess once marketing gets into work, we'll go ahead and release Vision 3D. So let's put it out there. Vision 3D, we are gonna market it with an infinite budget. We are not going to order copies because copies are already in store. And then what we'll do is Vision 3D is going to be put at the bottom of the list and Plain Tricks World is going to be cancelled. No more support for that. So there we go. That brings us down a little bit in terms of what we're developing. So Dev A is now only working on, or Dev 1, sorry, is only working on the audio tools, which is totally okay. And then that means that Dev 2 is working solely on Antivirus. And then Game Dev's working in Plain Hero, which is currently sitting at a general review score of... What exactly is the review score? Give me a number. 7.1. So that is slowly gonna get there, I reckon. Although it is the art that is the problem. And the amount of art in the project isn't rising, so... Yeah, we'll see what happens. We just spent $500,000 marketing Vision.3D. That's an interesting amount of money to be spending. I'd also like to go to Vision.3D and port it, because I'm not entirely convinced that it's on everything at the moment. So port it to... Oh yeah, no, not on everything. 3 million people there not using it. Yeah, just port it to like... When did that release? January? So that just released and that just released. Okay. Let's port it to those and hope we can get that done quickly, which we seem to be able to do, sort of. So Vision.3D is going to make £1.9 million. Admittedly, not as much as I'd like, but I'll take it. I will, I'll definitely take it. I kind of want to set a marketing budget on there, though, because I don't want to spend 500,000 every month. I'm going to set a total marketing budget of like 10 million. Which I think that is. That's a million. Let me do 10 million. I think that is like the total marketing budget, right? They're not going to spend that in one day. And they're also not going to go up to like 500,000 again in... What? Please tell me they don't go up to 500,000. Yeah, they're burning through that money real quickly. Let me bring that budget down a little bit. Let me bring that down to like a nice 5 million there. Again, not entirely sure I want them to, spend 5 million in total, but sure. You guys do you. You're doing a fine job burning my cash. It's great. Love it. Love watching you just burn my money. Because that's pretty much what they're doing. That is pretty much what they are up to at the moment. Is it going to make more money on its second month? The answer is yes, actually. Okay. That's fine. As long as it keeps making more money, that's all I want. So we can make back the money that we've lost these last couple of months. I do think 2008 is going to be an interesting year for the company. We have got Wave 7 coming out in July. Next year, we have Bug Blocker 3. And once Plain Hero goes out, we're going to automate game releases as well. At which point, I'd like to look into maybe automating game engine releases, automating operating systems, just to automate everything, basically. That's my plan. So, I guess we'll see what happens. Plain Hero will probably not be the next release. The next release will be Wave 7, followed by Plain Hero, followed probably by Bug Blocker. Because by that point, I will be setting up automation for absolutely everything. So, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for today. Thank you kind of for watching another long episode of Software Inc. These episodes really are just a little bit too long, aren't they? I might have to do something about that. We'll see. Either way, yeah, that's going to be it for today. So thank you kind of for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.